What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandy and in today's video we are doing a HomeGoods shop with me. Not only did I go to HomeGoods, I went to the Restoration Hardware Outlet, Anthropologie, and Pottery Barn. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite things that I found from each store in this video. So if you like these kinds of videos, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. It helps support me, so it's greatly appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you don't already, go follow me on Instagram. If you already follow me on Instagram, you already know what I picked up. So without further ado, let's go shopping. Before I head out, I am actually making my coffee, the one I rave about on Instagram. I think I've talked about it here a little bit, so I thought I would show you guys before I leave. Now, this is the coffee you want to pick up, the medium roast, unsweetened. This one's the best, but I already had one coffee today. Shouldn't probably be having another one, but since we're heading out, I am going to have another one. So I'm grabbing a glass, fill it up with ice because I like the iced coffee. Okay, so once I have my ice in the cup, I fill the coffee. So this is, I haven't tried this one yet. This is the dark roast unsweetened. And I'm just gonna fill it up to, it just kind of depends on how much coffee you want. I don't want a ton of coffee. Zach, you wanna come say hi? He is not going shopping with me. But then you wanna have the sweet cream natural bliss. Here's Zach.
I had to get this one. We usually get the medium, but I get the dark roast because they're always out of the medium now.
Yeah.
I think because you talked about it, now you gotta keep things secret.
But on Instagram, if you guys know, Zach came up with it. Okay, anyway, you're gonna use the Sweet Cream Natural Bliss Coffee Mate Creamer. Normally, I will grab a tablespoon, just a tablespoon, and I will measure out exactly 2 tablespoons, especially when I'm trying to be good. Sometimes I'll just throw it in. I'm kind of curious, so then I put my 2 tablespoons in. I'm kind of curious how the dark roast will taste, so I might have to add a little more creamer. We will see. Ooh, she smells strong.
What does?
The coffee.
Oh.
Not too bad. Definitely more of a coffee flavor, a little bit stronger or a little bit more bold. It almost gives, I don't know if you guys ever go to Starbucks and sometimes your coffee tastes a little bit more burnt. Do you know what I'm talking about at Starbucks? Tastes a little bit more burnt to me. I do prefer the medium.
Medium's better.
Medium is better.
Medium's better.
But sorry I didn't have the medium to show you guys, but that's the coffee. So if you can get your hands on the medium, unsweetened, you just may never have to order coffee at Starbucks or any other coffee shop ever because this is so good. And you can control your calories, you can control your carbs or whatever if you do any of that. So good. Let me know if you try it. First, I went to the Restoration Hardware Outlet and immediately went to the rugs. I have been on a rug kick lately, and I am so in love with the Turkish inspired. They have to be neutral, of course, for me, but these Turkish inspired rugs are absolutely breathtaking and incredibly timeless. These mirrors. I have had my eye on these wooden mirrors for quite some time. I just imagine these in a small, dark bathroom with some brass sconces. I'll insert a photo, but I really was so tempted to take this one home and just save it. However, I just am way too practical and couldn't do it, but oh my gosh, I don't know what it is about these mirrors, but I love them. In my mind, I picture this dining table in a breakfast nook with these chairs. I'll insert a photo. I just think it gives it such a modern moment to a home, and I really am into it. If you've been following me, you guys know that I've been trying to add a little bit more modern to my home. I have like a vintage modern with a European influence, and I really loved these modern chairs. This one I thought would be really pretty at my desk, and I don't know, I just really loved it. And then I spotted the fabric chair that we have all been seeing everywhere. However, I think that these are a great investment because they're extremely traditional. You'll have these forever. Okay, so the next piece I spotted was this coffee table. And to me, this looks like it was like imported from like Bali or some tropical country. And I was obsessed. And I think having pieces like this are so unique and so beautiful to have in a home. This one at my location was really beat up. And for $1,500, honey, that's a no. I've actually been looking for some new outdoor furniture for our apartment, and I loved these teak wood modern chairs. However, if I'm being honest, I would imagine those low back chairs would be so uncomfortable. So because our house has a lot of vintage in it, I have really been looking for some new modern pieces. I loved these nightstands, and then also I loved this nightstand as well. I do like having a drawer to hide my stuff. I think it keeps the table clean, and this lamp was so sleek. I loved it. Next, I went to HomeGoods on the hunt for my friend Arvin's throw pillows that he found. Had zero luck, couldn't find them. But my HomeGoods did have a lot of nice big pieces, and I was quite impressed. However, the things that impressed me the most, I did really love this little horse. I almost got him, but I don't know. I didn't need more little figurines in my house. But the thing that caught my attention was my girl Kiva's bust that she found in her latest HomeGoods video, and you better believe I took him home. Next, I found these Pottery Barn dupes. They were $20, $19.99, and they have these exact pillows around Christmas time, and I think they're so beautiful. I thought these mirrors were a total Restoration Hardware dupe. If you guys go to Restoration Hardware, it's really common to see these above like nightstands, like those really tall mirrors. I love these, and for $59.99, you can't beat it. This HomeGoods was on their lamp game. This little area right here, there was this like office table lamp with a marble base that I thought was so beautiful. And then even the lamps next to it with the ribbed glass, oh my gosh, so timeless, so beautiful. I don't know what it is, but I'm still very into brass or gold. I just think it really softens up a space. Don't get me wrong, I love adding so much depth with black and all of that, but something about having gold in a space just really kind of elevates it and makes it feel timeless and just so beautiful. And I thought both of these lamps actually looked very hotel-like, very elevated. So I was into both of these, and they both were Ralph Lauren. This next lamp was a total dupe for the Pottery Barn like antique mercury glass lamp. And I think this one was only like $50 if I remember correctly. Yeah, $49.99. And the one at Pottery Barn is like $250. Speaking of Pottery Barn, that was my next stop. I went straight to the sales rack, saw this wood candle that I've been eyeing for a little bit, but I don't know, it was just a little too like touched and messed with for me to take it home, but it was only $35. I was tempted. I don't know what it was about this shopping trip, but I was so attracted to the rugs and the lamps. So I thought I would just kind of flip through Pottery Barn's rugs and see what they had going on. And oh my gosh, you guys, there's just so many good rugs out there right now. First of all, they are not doing this lamp any justice with this tiny little lampshade, but this is the Ferris lamp at Pottery Barn. It comes in black, which is the one that I want, and it is such a beautiful lamp. So good. After I was done with Pottery Barn, I took a quick peek at Anthropologie. I loved this little chandelier for like outside. I thought it was really unique and cool. I will say Anthropologie is a little too boho for my style, but they do have a couple pieces of the tropical kind of like Bali bohemian look that I like just the tiniest little touch of. I loved these candle holders right here, and they do sometimes carry vintage pieces. And then also these mugs I felt like gave a very Parisian vibe, so I really loved those as well. But one of my favorite things to look at Anthropologie are these bowls. Years ago, I got some like mint green ones because I was into that. But as you guys know, I'm switching out my stuff, so I'm definitely going to go back for some of these. They had ramekins, which were these ones, and then they had regular size bowls, and then they had the larger bowls. And I definitely think that you will have these for a long, long time. They also were a matte finish, which I thought was cool too. Okay guys, so although I look the exact same as the intro, I actually just came in from my little shopping adventure. Also, the lighting is in and out, and I apologize. There's a monsoon rolling in and it's about to rain, and the light keeps going up and down, and I keep going back and forth to try to fix it, and I give up. The monsoon wins. Arizona, you win. Okay, so as I try to explain my style to you guys, like I always say, don't put yourself in a box, buy what you love, and then it all kind of, you know, becomes it meshes together and it looks beautiful. So for me, if I had to describe my style, I always say it's vintage modern with a touch of tropical, because I love to feel like I'm on vacation, and so does Zach. It's like his favorite. But one thing that I did kind of miss in when I explain it, and when I've explained it in the past, is I have a very European influence style. So being that I went to all those stores, I only got one thing. And if you guys already, or if you don't already, go follow DIY with KB. She has a very similar style to me. She does a lot of DIYs. She has like restoration hardware influenced style or inspired style. And her house or condo or apartment or whatever it is stunning. She's got these big old walls and windows, and it's beautiful. You gotta go check her out. Okay, but if you saw her latest shop with me, she found this bust, and so I had to get it too. So when Zach and I were in Italy, actually here, let me show you him. Well, I'll put in a little slide of him. But when Zach and I were in Italy, I was dying to get, and in Paris too. In Paris, they had the statue. It's the Nike statue. Oh, what is it called? The Winged Victory statue, I believe is what it's called. Or Flight Victory or whatever it is. It's the Nike statue. And we wanted it so bad. And when the one that they sold at the museum was quite expensive, and then when we went to Italy, I really wanted a bust or a statue there. And when we would go antique shopping, you guys, we just did not have the budget. So when I saw him, and I saw him on Kiva's video first, I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. And you guys, it was only $30, and he's solid. He is solid. So he was the only thing that I got. As you guys know, I'm extremely picky, but I do know he is something that I will have forever, just because it really takes me back to traveling and Europe, and totally gives that like European vibe and twist on our home. So I love him so much. I am so happy that my HomeGoods found it. And I'll be honest, I walked in and I was like, do I really need it? Like, should I wait until we go back to Europe and get one there? And I was like, girl, you will regret this if you don't buy him. So I took him home. I took him home and I don't regret it. This is not a necklace on him. This is actually the tag. But you guys, $29.99? You can't beat that price. And I do know that Restoration Hardware has a lot of like busts, and I do really want just like the chest bust. Like I do want that, and I probably will splurge in the future. When I have a big old house, I can put them on in a big space. But for now, David, I'm into him. Anyway, that is all I got, you guys. That is all I have for today's video. I hope that you like David. I don't even know if it is David, but I'm calling him David. But anyway, and that's all I got, you guys. Like I said, I keep it really simple. I walk into HomeGoods all the time, and don't get me wrong, I could walk out with tons and tons and tons of things. Like I always find stuff, but when I'm looking, I always just really think of my next house, of the future, and I'm really cautious with what I buy. So today, that is all I got, and I'm happy with it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in a couple days with another. Bye.